right way.
Gonna be great, gonna be a good day.
This is Jason Lauren on Melbourne's Nova 100.
Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Wednesday.
Good morning.
Had a weird start to the day.
You did?
Yeah, because yesterday you and I went on a road trip.
Oh my gosh, we went to a conference. I feel like we are not in any way, shape or form qualified to be speaking
100%.
It was a conference.
Yeah, it was. It was like an executive conference, and they were like, hey, can you and Loz come down and have a chat? And we were like, what about? Like the football, what I got up to on the weekend.
What do you want us to conference about?
And I didn't know conferences were a massive thing. All these people go away just to we went to Cape Shank.
I know, and they have fancy breakfasts and lunches and dinners.
All these
and
people
wine.
walking around in business suits and attire.
The best was when they said, you guys are welcome to stay down here. This was beautiful, the Cape Shank Resort. And we were like, that sounds great. And Sarah, our boss, was like, you guys have a radio show to do in the morning.
You ain't staying. You ain't staying. I'll tell you the low point. The low point was after we spoke at the conference, they were like, okay, everyone's going to go outside now and have some nibblies. And you and I were like, okay. So everyone's left the auditorium, and then as we walk out, we go, oh, they're eating sausage rolls.
Oh, my God, didn't those sausage rolls look sensational?
Now, from the time we went from the conference room to the bar and sat down at the bar.
We just thought we'll have 5 minutes quiet time.
We'll just go and have a quick little brewski afterwards, decompress. And you said,
deserved it.
You said, Jace, can you run back and get some sausage rolls?
Yes.
And I ran like Forrest Gump around that corner.
They were like fancy sausage rolls with sesame seeds and fennel on top.
And they were all gone. And I said to the waitress, excuse me, do you know where the sausage rolls are?
But also not like the trays were empty. The trays weren't there. The trays
were
had
gone.
been taken away.
And she came from out the back and she's like, I don't know where the sausage rolls have gone. I'm like, your mouth is covered in crumbs. Are you guys, is all the stuff out there hooting on the rolls?
But you know what? We didn't take no for an answer, did we?
No, we did not. I stormed through that door like I worked there.
Well, then I sent someone else. I was like, could you go and ask them where the sausage rolls are? Because I thought if they had two separate people ask, they might be like, oh, actually, there is a tray out the back.
So in the classy people we got a takeaway coffee cup and filled that with sausage rolls and ran to the cab outside.
And then we filled another one with tomato sauce because we're not idiots.
But why my day started weird is because my car was left at work, right? Getting a taxi or an Uber.
I had this saga the other day.
6 a.m.
And they text you saying, are you going to the airport?
Oh, no, I didn't get that. I'm like, are you out the front? And then when I come out the front, it's almost like they don't want me getting in the car because they're like, have you been on a bender? And I'm like, no, I'm just starting the day. I'm starting the day.
Yeah. No, well, I had two cancel the other morning. They sent me a message saying,
you're going to Tullamarine?
Where are you going? I said, put the location in the thing. Yeah. And they're like, well, is it the airport? And I'd say, no, South Melbourne. And they cancel.
Oh, no.
Twice.
No.
Hey, if you're listening to this, Uber drivers, we're on to you.
Yeah, we're on to you.
I don't know how to report you, but we're on to you.
When we work out how to use that silly little app.
The complaints line.
We'll get you. We'll get you. Hey, Sam Pang returns to Nova this morning. He is going to be hosting the Reallyyy this weekend.
Is it Sunday night?
Sunday night. Clint arrives back into Australia Sunday and goes straight to the Reallyyy.
Jesus, when are we getting him?
He'll be Monday morning after the Reallyyy. We'll get him physically. I don't know, mentally.
He's returned to send a package. He'll get back here eventually.
So Sam Pang is first up this morning. Later on, after 7, we are about to go on the ultimate adventure, and you get to come along. This is very exciting.
Another road trip for us, Jace.
Yep, we will talk about that a little bit later on. And at 6:40 this morning, we're getting naughty. Naughty 6:40. And today's topic's got to do with getting naughty at work. We'll go there after 6:30. Hey, our athletes are touching back down into Oz this morning. We're going to be crossing to the Qantas hangar a little bit later on and chatting with them as they get off the plane. Obviously asking the important question, with a gold medalist given first class.
Who flew up the front? What's the pecking order?
Exactly, yeah.
It can't be about height.
Did you make Harry Garside sit in cargo as a lesson?
Yeah.
I can say that because we've had a joke around with Harry and we're good friends. You okay?
I'm okay. I had a rough night last night and I'm a bit emotional today. I don't want to cry. I've got a very sick dog and it's really, really upsetting me. So my big dog, Marla, who's just like my absolute wingman, had 2 really big seizures overnight. And it was just...
She's had these before, hasn't she?
She's had a couple before, but yeah, we thought we'd worked it out, and then last night she had 2 really, really big seizures overnight, and it was just I was home on my own. Well, Paul's away, so I was on my own. I've got my brother and sister-in-law staying with us and their new baby, so I didn't want to wake them up, and I was trying to be very quiet. And I thought I sorted out the first one, and I was like, okay, she's gone back to sleep. And
What time was the first one?
At like 10 o'clock last night.
So you were asleep?
I was asleep, and I heard this big bang, and I was like, what is that? And I turned the lights on, and she was just, I don't know if you've ever been around anyone or an animal having a seizure, but it's pretty traumatic.
There's nothing you can really do while they're having seizures there?
Yeah, we know that hers is it's like a blood glucose thing, so it's sort of like a diabetes in dogs. And so I know how to try and stop it. But, I was asleep, so I was a bit rattled, and I'm running around the house trying to sort it. And I sorted her out. I thought she was okay. And it was the first time that it had happened and I hadn't taken her straight to the vet. They taught me what to do, and I was like, no, I've got this. I can sort it out. So I tried. And then at about around 3 o'clock this morning, she had another very big seizure. And so I've taken her into the emergency vet, and they're wonderful in there down at Care in Collingwood. And they're a 24-hour vet, and they're just beautiful down there. So she's down there being looked after.
She's a big dog. How'd you get her to the car?
She's a big dog, so I had to try and carry her because she was really disorientated, and she was howling, and it was.
And how long's the seizure last for?
It was only a couple of minutes, but it feels like a really long time when you're in it. And it's pretty graphic. Like, she's foaming at the mouth, and it was awful. And I don't have kids. My dogs
that's
are
your
like
family. That's your family.
She's my security guard. She's my comforter. She's been through everything with me. It was just really, it's really upsetting.
You're allowed to feel.
And I didn't want to cry at work today, but I raced. I went home and had a shower, and I was like, no, of course I'm going to come to work. But you feel really helpless when your pets are like that. So yeah, she's at the vet. And hopefully she'll be fine, but I'm
say?
Really rattled today. Oh, well, they took her in there and they said, look, it's best that we monitor her, given that she's had 2 big seizures. I can't leave her unattended. So they'll look after her, and she'll see a specialist tonight or this morning. And it's just they've just got to work out exactly why it's happening. But it's just
but mate, don't belittle the issue. Like, you go say, I don't have kids. It's like, this is your family, though. Yeah. Like, you speak to any pet owner, they treat them like their children.
Yeah.
And you know what? Before we had kids, we treated our little Maltese cross Chihuahua like it was our child as well. You know what I mean? Like,
and
it's your family. You're allowed to feel like that.
And I thought I'd done the right thing by keeping her home, and then I don't know. You kick yourself, because I'm like, oh, maybe I should have just taken her into the vet for the first time, and it wouldn't have happened.
You know what? You can do that.
But I thought I'd done all the right things, and so I haven't had much sleep, and I was home.
You have done the right thing. She's now at the vet. Experts are looking after
her.
Okay. How's Ted the sausage dog?
No, Ted the sausage dog, sad. He just stared at me like, help, what are you going to do about it? So, yeah, Ted the sausage dog, sad. But he'll be okay.
Should have brought Ted in. Should we go get Ted? Do you want me to send someone to get Ted? We must get Ted.
I'll get Ted.
Gen Z, we must get Ted.
Anyway, I've just had a rough night. I haven't had a lot of sleep, and I'm probably not quite myself this morning. And I know on this show we always try and be really honest about what we're going through.
Permission to come in for a cuddle.
And Jace is being nice, which has really rattled me.
Me too. It's very out of sorts.
But yeah, I'm just not quite myself this morning. But sorry about that, everyone. Sorry about getting upset. And then I heard it, and then I was driving into work, and I heard that really sad Dean Lewis song. And it just completely
was it the remix one?
No, it was the slow one.
Oh, the slow one.
And I was like, I'm off. You know me, I'm an emotional mess at the best of times. I can't even watch a movie where a dog gets sick.
That bloody Dean Lewis song.
And if there's a sad soundtrack to match it, I'm off for the day. I'm crying all day. But I promise I won't cry all day. But I can't hear another sad song. So whatever happens now, can you play something upbeat, please?
Oh, God.
Don't.
I've got ads. Hope the Bunnings theme's been remixed. Just the beginning.
I would be a terrible vet, by the way. So anyone who's a vet who's out there listening to this, you guys do an amazing job, because,
Lozzie.
I ran in so upset, and they were so nice.
There'd be many things we'd be terrible at.
Yeah, I was never
just the beginning.
I was never smart enough to.
Air traffic control, police officer.
No high pressure jobs.
The list goes on.
No high pressure jobs for me.
Listen, know, like I said, any pet owner out there or anyone's had a pet will know exactly, how you're feeling. And, you know, we're all here for you. And like I said, I know Paulie's away at the moment. You got family staying with you, but the phone's on.
Thank you.
And you give us a ring anytime.
I know you said that, but if I called you at 3 o'clock in the morning and said, could you come and help me with the dog, what would you have done?
Oh, my wife and I had an absolute blinder of a fight last night. I would have been begging to get out of that house.
You could have the spare room while you're at it.
All right, well, listen, we're going to take care of you today, all right?
Thanks. Sorry, I'm a bit off today, Melbourne.
Brody, can you give all the guests coming up today the heads up that they need to have a bright, fun story, all right? If bloody Celia Piccola walks in here this morning and goes, sorry, guys, you know, couldn't find a car park.
I'll probably burst into tears if she can't find a car
park. And we will
park.
shit-can her show.
I'm sensitive today. Sensitive Sally.
Should we get muffins?
Yeah, we're going to need a snack.
Oh, some good comes out of every negative story.
Silver linings.
We love you, Lozzie.
Thanks, guys.
It is just gone 29 past 6.
Naughty.
640.
We love naughty 640.
We do.
This is where we chat risque topics.
I think our 640 listeners think this is all we do the whole show.
No.
Because they always hear naughty.
No, after 8 o'clock, it's all PG. I'm out. 13, 24, 10. Have you shagged on shift?
What do you mean? Like a colleague, or you mean during working hours?
During working hours,
in the photocopier room.
in the photocopier room.
In the storeroom in your shop at Chadstone. I reckon that would go down all the time in those cool shops.
Oh, I can tell you now, when you see the little back in 5 minutes sign on the door.
Nah, they're just going to get a muffin break.
But back in 10,
yeah,
they're getting a muffin and...
Keep going. Don't let us stop you.
The
Muffin Man. The Muffin Man.
Who's she with? The Muffin Man. Who did that? The Muffin Man. 13, 24, 10. If you have shagged at work or you know someone who has, in return, I have $200 Kogan vouchers up for grabs. Kogan helps you get what you want for less. Kogan.com. Now, that is clicking awesome.
You met your wife at work.
Yes. We've like made out. We haven't... She did the same thing.
Out.
She did the same thing.
What, in the office in front of people?
When I was...
Or like a sneaky little while you're in the storeroom?
In the Black Thunder.
Oh, that would... Oh.
Nothing like reclining the seats until they hit the Eskies with 3 cans of Coke and then just...
What, you made out in the Black Thunder?
Yeah, were you waiting
What's
for
the Black Thunder? What station's
the four-wheel
that?
drive that goes out.
Yeah, what station's that?
That was like... that was in Sydney, so like at Fox FM.
In Sydney.
Yeah, so next time you're getting a free can of Coke out the back of that truck...
Jason.
Sorry, okay. Also, when I was... were you all sharing?
I don't have anything to share. I haven't shagged anyone at work.
I got in a radio quite...
Which will surprise no one.
Oh, mate, if you ever have a kid, it'll be the Immaculate Conception.
Just because I don't talk about my love life on the radio doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist. Even you've said that.
Excuse me.
Oh, you were coming to go pull and I
You never know.
Paul
Maybe
and I
I've got
high-fived
this
last
dark
night.
side and I'm wild and you just don't know about it. Maybe. Maybe I go to those parties where I wear the mask. No one knows it's me. The masquerade parties.
You don't even know what they're
masquerade
called.
parties.
A nuclear submarine captain has been fired from the British Navy because a video has emerged of him getting it on while he was in command of nuclear missiles.
In the submarine.
You wouldn't want to put her on the button, would you?
No. Whoopsies.
Lift her up. And missile away.
How long are they in those
That blasted off quick.
submarines for? Is it like a spaceship where you're there for weeks?
Oh, yeah, they could be there for weeks.
Oh, yeah, then who cares?
No.
Let them go.
I don't think that's the right attitude.
You don't think they're all having a hoon on those below deck boats?
They're having a hoon, but they're also 22.
Well, how old's he?
Like-
Age is no obstacle
Mate, this
when
wouldn't-
you're in love.
No, but like that show Below Deck, they're like 22-year-old kids just making a bit of money, right, in Greece, being bloody waiters on boats. This guy is a nuclear submarine captain. He hits the button.
Well, he also has feelings, Jace. Hopefully,
He hits more than the button.
Was it in the control room?
Probably.
Oh no, that's a problem. What about the prison guard that was
That's
recently?
right.
That story about the prison guard
That's
that
right.
was shagging the prisoners during her shifts.
Yeah.
And I was very confused by that story because another prisoner took a photo. So they have mobile phones in there?
Sometimes, yeah.
Ah.
Low security prison.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well, it sounds like very low
minimum
security.
security looks pretty good, I'll be honest, sometimes.
Free accommodation.
Oh, when I'm at home having a fight and we're not agreeing and the kids are doing my head in, I'm like, you know what, I could probably do 6 months.
That's probably worse than prison.
Yeah, I could do 6 months. Yeah, they got Foxtel phones. Meals are done.
Their guards sound like a lot of fun.
Yeah, they do. Want to turn my cell upside down today? 13, 24, 10.
Have you had a romp at work?
Have you shagged on shift? I've taken a radio station off the air.
Why?
I was 21 and I got my first opportunity to be like the overnight announcer, which I was told is a big audience at 2 a.m. It's normally truck drivers on meth.
Jason.
Sorry.
That's not true.
And I was on the air and I was playing a song and there was a girl that worked at the radio station as well. And it was like 1 o'clock in the morning. And
On
I was
your
like,
first big break.
No, not my first shift. I think it was like third. And I was like, oh, cool. There's a couple of long songs coming up. And so we ducked off to one of the rooms at the station.
How did you work out that was an option for you, though? Were you making eyes across the
Yeah,
studios?
like things had happened before. Yeah. And then, like, I've come out of one of the offices and I'm like,
What? Wait, are you on someone's desk? Like, how does it work in an office?
how does it work in general? Or how
In
does
an
it?
office.
Oh, right.
Are you like in the bathrooms? Are you on someone's desk? Are you in the boardroom?
We're
I mean, our office doesn't have desks. We've got couches.
in the voiceover booth.
Oh. Is that how you took it off air?
No. I was out of the studio, so I wasn't playing music. So I've come out of the voiceover booth and I'm like, why is there no sound?
Oh.
And the song had run out.
We went off air yesterday.
I can tell you now, we
Happens
weren't
all the
doing
time.
that. We were not doing that. When we took the show off the air yesterday, we were not doing that. 13, 24, 10. Here we go. Phone lines are lighting up. Melanie, welcome to Naughty 640.
Morning, guys. How are you?
We're good.
Was
Have
it
you
or someone else?
shagged on shift?
No, it definitely wasn't me. And before I tell this story, I have to say everyone was overage.
Okay.
So I used to be a manager at McDonald's, and I'd actually had to fire 3 people because of it.
I've heard people.
3?
3. So same person, one in the crew toilets and one in the freezer.
In the freezer? Next
Yeah,
to the
it was
ice
a big
cream
fr-
cakes for the birthdays?
Yeah, so when they do the delivery and in the freezer, they get left by themselves and a little hanky-panky happens.
So it was the same
Apparently-
person with 2 different other willing
Yeah,
participants.
same person, 2 different people, and that was a whole nother problem in itself.
Yeah, there was a love triangle going on. So they weren't all 3 in the freezer together.
God, wouldn't you use the tray of buns as like a bed or something?
No, you got to keep the food sterile.
Yeah, right. Gotcha. All right. Please drive through. Don't mind if I will.
In the freezer wouldn't be my first choice.
No, not at all. I'd go to the
No, it would be
playground
bad for
or,
you.
like the...
Naughty.
640.
All right, we're doing naughty 640. Have you shagged on shift is our question. Let's go to Lilydale. Kane, what industry?
Drive-through bottle shop.
The drive-through. Now, you got to be careful with this because the left lane you get out, the right lane the car stays there. So,
Yes.
all right. So, drive-through bottle shop. Run me
That's
through
a
a
ripper.
Kane. We're in the cool room.
In the cool room, Monday nights and generally quieter.
So, is this a common thing? It's not a one-off.
It happened a couple of times.
And customer or
I was
fellow
gonna
workmate?
say.
Co-worker.
Yeah, right.
Oh, when
Yeah,
you,
and when we saw each other on the same shift, we would sort of know what was going to happen.
were you
on a Monday
dating?
night. No, not at all.
Or were you? Was this an affair? It sounds like a bit salacious.
No, it wasn't an affair. We were both single at the time.
Oh,
Question.
that's fun.
Did you
But the cool
like?
room.
Did you rush through it because you were cold?
Things were a little bit smaller, so we had to try and be a little bit quicker than usual.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but also you'd rush through it because you'd just be so nervous someone was going to walk in.
Yeah.
And I'm just here for my slab of VB.
Or imagine you open up the fridge just to get the 6-pack of Corona and you look through. You know how you can look through and see in the back of the cool room? You're like, bloody hell, it's all going on back there.
Jeez.
Let's go to Steve in Richmond. Steve, shagged on shift. What industry?
Yeah, good morning, guys. So this one was just in a factory. So,
Just in a factory. We'll take that. Yep.
yeah, it was on a big property. It had a shed out the back, and my partner came to visit one day, and we had a bit of a throwdown in the back of the shed. And there was also another time when I was in her area where she lives, and I stopped in, and I got her some McNuggets, and I gave her a McRoot.
Jeez.
Oh, in the where? I wonder. No, sorry. Wow,
Are
that
you
sounded
right?
wrong.
Are
I meant
you
like,
right?
were you in the drive-through? Were
Did
you
you
in the
follow up?
bathrooms? Not in the where was not the right question. In the where. No, that's not what I meant. I meant in which part of the facility. Which part of the restaurant?
Stop.
The restaurant.
Stop.
In the where. That was bad use of words.
I can tell you what, I'm not going back to him for the answer.
No, I don't think we should go back to him.
Oh, God. Nick, our resident aerosexual. Good morning, Nick.
Oh, Nick.
G'day, guys.
Surely
How
on a
you
plane. Surely on a plane, Nick.
He's not a real
This
pilot.
doesn't involve for the first time, not a plane, not an airport, nothing like that. I was back in my early 20s,
Yes.
and I was working at a grocery store, and me and the girl I was seeing at the same time, we were managers or supervisors. We worked together, and one morning we'd got really hot and heavy in the back storeroom. We took it to the office, and we confused the wrong doors, and we're thinking we're going into the boss's office for a bit of fun. We ended up in the cash office.
Oh. Not on the money. That's not hygienic.
Oh, but can people stop shagging in food places?
I'm more blown away in aerosexuals getting some. Someone who's into planes.
Oh,
I mean, good on you, Nick.
Planes are a big industry.
I know, but like, you know.
Yeah, I'm concerned about the food situation. I think officers, one thing.
I won't eat a nugget for a while, let me tell you that. I'm so scared to ask this question.
So maybe don't ask it. Engage your brain before the mouth.
Our executive producer, the thumb.
I'm not even going to turn around and look him in the eye.
Can
what
we
have
just,
you done?
Can we just go through your work history? You say the business you've worked at and say yes or no. Okay, business?
Bowling alley.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Next
in the
business?
bowling alley?
A deli.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Next business?
Not in the deli.
Cafe.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Brody,
Next business?
that's unhygienic.
Radio station.
Don't
Yes or no?
say it.
No.
Thank God.
Well, the day's not over yet.
Jason Lawrence. Snova at Mount Buller.
Oh my God. I've just seen the photo of us in our snow gear.
How cute do we look?
People look hotter in the snow. I've gone from a solid 2 to a 3.
Yeah, you look great in that photo. So they have made us. I actually have photos of me in ski gear, but I don't look as good as this AI one they've created of us.
Guys, September is the perfect time to learn how to ski. So head to Mount Buller with the family these spring school holidays.
Totally. I've got so many friends up there now.
The old midweek skiing is good as well.
All my friends have been doing that.
Yep. Honestly.
And watching kids ski is so cute. They pick it up so quickly.
Pull the kids out of school just a couple of days before the holidays. Head up there midweek. That's what we're doing. We are taking the show on the road. We are taking Nova to the snow, otherwise now known as
Snova. We are going to Mount Buller.
That's right.
I'm excited. I love Mount Buller. The vibe in the snow is just so good.
I've only skied once.
That's
so
okay.
I might take on a diamond.
We'll get you an instructor. We'd like you to come home and not be airlifted off the mountain.
Oh, God, I hope I look good on the rescue chopper.
Remember when I went skiing in Montana with Paul? He'd never seen the snow before.
That's right.
He had to get the cart of shame down the hill.
The card of shame.
And then I hit on the snow patrol guy. Best looking human I've ever seen in my life. I still stand by that.
Yeah. What'd you say? Thanks for saving my brother.
I said, this is my brother Paul.
Not my fiance.
Pushed him down the mountain. Bye, brother. Tell Mum I won't be home for dinner.
Yeah,
I'm going skiing with this hottie.
I'm going out with Todd.
I'm going to go and break my own leg so he can rescue me next.
Todd sounds like a ski instructor, doesn't he?
Todd from America.
I'm Todd. So if you would like to join Loz, Clint, Todd, and I at Mount Buller, here's the go. All you have to do is hit up their Nova. I was about to say Nova Player app. Nova Player app. Go there, get your details. You know how we're doing this game, Loz?
Do people have to be wearing snow gear?
You have to carry snow gear with you because if we call you back on
FaceTime
or WhatsApp, you will have a certain amount of seconds to put your snow gear on.
Yeah, or you could just be wearing it. I would say go to not the Snova Player app, the Nova Player app.
Or go to novafm.com.au.
It's live now. You can register and you could be coming to Mount Buller with us. And if you register, I would just be walking around with a pair of ski goggles on my head.
Yeah, ski goggles and a beanie. Or a helmet, yep.
Or some mittens.
And then if we FaceTime you, got to answer that phone quickly, put on your snow goggles. If you don't do it in a certain amount of seconds, you're not coming.
Yeah.
But if you are, you're on the way to the snow.
Well, Jason and I will be making the FaceTimes ourselves, and we can't wait to watch people panic and run around their house and try and put their snowboarding boots on.
All right, calling Jenny now. Oh, you're in the ER. Oh.
Well, put your goggles on or you're
Yep.
not coming to Mount Buller.
Oh, you've lost movement in your arms. Okay, get the doctor to put the goggles on. Time's running out.
This is going to be so fun. We
So-
haven't actually taken the show on the road since we've been
No,
here.
so we're going to do a road trip there.
Yeah,
Oh.
taking people around Melbourne with us.
Can we do a convoy? I'm going to get walkie-talkies.
Oh, you're going to be so annoying. How long's the drive?
About 3 and a bit hours. We're going to stop for snacks.
Who's driving?
I'll drive.
Yeah, that's a better idea than me driving. I can
Oh,
sleep
God,
in the
no.
back.
Yeah, God, you'll take
I'm
us
a good road tripper because I just sleep.
You drive, you'll take us to the desert. So if you would like to come along, Nova Player app or go to novafm.com.au. You'll join us. We're going to go to Mount Buller. We'll hit the slopes in the afternoon. We'll hit the mulled wines in the evening.
Woo!
And then the next morning we'll wake up,
Do the show.
pull some sort of a show together and hit the slopes yet again.
I'm excited.
So am I.
I'm so excited.
All right, novafm.com.au is the place to go. And here's the best bit. We will pay for the lot. Transfers, accommodation, ski hire, all the gear you need. Sorted.
I think when we come home, you get to stay a little longer, don't you?
Yeah, you do. We're only going for one night. You can stay, I was about to say forever.
Why can't we stay?
Because we have things to do.
I don't. I do have things to do. I don't have anything better to do, though.
Good call.
I might stay and do the snow from... Whoa. Do the show from the snow. That was harder to get out than it should have been.
Let's have a chat with this guy.
The Experts with Jason Lauren.
You're special.
Specialists who specialise in very special things.
Hi there, my name is Pete Williams and I am an expert in Tupperware. Most people call me Tupperware Pete.
Let's hear from the expert.
Good morning! How are we all this morning?
Oh, we're better for seeing you, Tupperware Pete. Now,
No.
you
Oh,
are
thanks.
a Tupperware expert. You're in your Tupperware house there.
This is my kitchen, yes.
Is that actually your kitchen?
Yes, this is actually my kitchen. There's my microwave. I've got dirty dishes in the sink. Don't look over there. Yeah, This is my kitchen. There's my stove behind me.
Oh, my God.
And so much Tupperware.
Okay, so we should just catch people up who have been living under a rock and haven't had the pleasure of seeing Tupperware Pete online.
On the talk.
Shall I explain?
Yeah.
Because I have a passion for Tupperware Pete. I stumbled across Tupperware Pete on TikTok, where he is immensely popular. And you work for Tupperware?
I work for myself and with the support of Tupperware.
Right.
Oh, there you go. And what made you want to start writing songs about Tupperware? Because that's what's got me.
Well, it all started in lockdown, really, you know. So I would people kept telling me, Pete, you need to get onto TikTok. You need to get onto TikTok. I'm like, no, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And then I've been doing Tupperware for almost 30 years, and I often would sing at a Tupperware party. And so that I sort of missed that aspect during lockdown. So then I would just walk around the house and sing songs and change the lyrics. And then I thought, oh, maybe I'll put this on TikTok. Maybe people might like to see this. And sure as eggs, they do like to see that. So that's how it all started.
Now,
I've got a list a mile long of songs I'd like to finish, but, you know,
Guys,
there's only 7 days in a week.
let's book Pete for Lauren's next birthday.
I like it.
We'll do a Tupperware party for
I like
It should be
so
Clint's
much.
birthday. Clint loves
I do.
Tupperware.
Now, can I ask a few questions? Pete, how many pieces of Tupperware do you own?
Oh, my goodness. I have no idea.
Would it be in the hundreds?
525,600 products. I own a lot of Tupperware.
Pete, is Tupperware still doing a life? I remember my mum telling me when I was younger, is there a lifetime guarantee on Tupperware?
Yeah, absolutely. So anything that's not fabric or has a zipper or has a blade is certainly covered underneath a warranty, and you just send it back and they'll send you a new one.
Pete, what's your favourite song you've written about Tupperware?
Oh, yeah.
My favourite? Oh, look, you know, I think there's a couple of ones that are really popular. The Meat Marinator, that's really popular.
going.
People ask me to sing
it.
that.
Can you sing a bit more?
Well, they're the only words. Meat marinator. You need a meat marinator. You need a meat marinator.
Do you channel Peter Allen at all? With any of your Tupperware songs?
Well, when I have the maracas in the hand, then often Peter Allen decides he wants to pop through and say g'day. Yeah.
Pete, can you settle a argument that would be happening in every household that has Tupperware at home, When you store your Tupperware, should you be storing it with the lids
Good
attached?
question.
Or do you store them separately?
Right. Well, they're not a lid; it's a seal, Jace.
Sorry. Jesus.
You've been told.
Sorry.
So it's probably best to store your Tupperware with the seal off. Allow it to breathe.
Oh.
You don't want
That's
any water.
controversial because
Okay.
after a couple of years...
I've got a question too.
Yeah, all of a sudden you're missing seals
Yeah.
and things aren't...
Well, my question is, when you make bolognese and you store it in your Tupperware and it stains the Tupperware, how do you get it looking
good.
spick and span
Another
and
good
get the
question.
colour and
Another great
stain off
question.
Has
it?
it got something to do with paper towel?
Paper towel. I haven't heard that one.
Haven't you?
If your Tupperware's staining, take a photo of it and send it to me so I know what product you're talking about. But if you have bicarb and lemon juice made up as a paste and you smear that over it and let it sit overnight, that will remove the stain. All of the new Tupperware that's coming out, the Crystal Wave, they come with a colour control technology which will not stain. And I know it sounds crazy because... Like, literally, when I first heard that, I thought it sounded crazy. I made a turmeric curry up and I put it
that
in this
stains.
Crystal Wave container.
Yeah.
And it did not stain. Like,
Crazy.
the colour
Amazing.
control technology,
That-
it's real. It actually works.
That's
So
crazy.
How much do you love Tupperware, Pete?
I love Tupperware everywhere I look around.
Hey, Pete.
I love Tupperware. You know, the lady that invented the Tupperware party, Brownie Wise, was a single mum who was divorced, and she was the first woman to ever appear on the cover of Business Week magazine.
Wow.
And what she did for women around the world through one Tupperware bowl is truly phenomenal.
Inspirational.
I bloody love it.
How wild do Tupperware parties get?
Well, I've been to a few wild Tupperware parties. They can be as wild or as tame as the people involved. You know, often champagne slushies on a Friday night can sometimes get a little bit out of hand.
Any special brownies being stored in the Tupperware there, Tupperware, Pete?
Look, that is not... I'm a 420 zone here, but that is not for me to judge. There is never any judgment at a Tupperware party.
The Tupperware will do its job. We should host a Tupperware party.
Absolutely.
And Pete can come along. Tupperware Pete can come along.
Can I ask you
Let's do it.
personal question? Do you have one of those theme beds that's a giant Tupperware container? Do you sleep in that?
I'm actually 85 years old, but I don't look it, do I? Because I
You're
sleep
not
in
85.
You're not 85.
You are not. No way.
I'm not 85, but I could be because Tupperware keeps you fresh forever.
Hey, Tupperware Pete, do you have cats?
I do not. I've got some spring onions out the back that I look after.
You may be our favourite guest of all
He's the best.
time.
Have you got a song to take us out?
A song to take you out. Calling out around the world. Are you ready for a summer treat? Summer's here and the time is right. We're gonna marinate some meat.
Yeah!
Hey!
Oh, I love
There
you,
he is.
Tupperware
Oh, it's a
Pete.
lot of fun.
It is our
It
expert
is.
this
I've
week.
got to place an order.
Pete, we love you.
We salute you.
Pies have got the Lions on Sunday.
Goodness, wowie. That should be a
Should I bother spending money on the train fare?
no. Watch from home.
You know what, though? If we beat the Lions, it makes a statement.
It does.
Don't know if it helps our chances of ever making the
No.
grand final, but, you know. Hey, coming
Oh
up...
my! I've just been bawling my eyes out
Oh,
watching
yeah.
the Australian Olympians arrive home. I'm very emotional today, and they've arrived in the Qantas hangar. They're coming down the stairs to the
Bet I can
choir.
make you cry. Bet I can make you cry.
Don't. I know. They're walking down with all their gold medals around their necks in order of gold medalists, silver medalists, bronze medalists, and then Ray Gunn.
I know. Can I just spare a thought?
We haven't seen Ray Gunn yet. Did she come on the flight with the team?
I think she's in cargo. So, yes, gold medalists at the front of the plane.
And they're
Here's the
coming
guy-
back to all their families,
I know,
and
but-
they didn't get to do it last time.
I know. That's the special thing.
In Tokyo, they won medals and then went and sat in their hotel rooms on their own and
I
came
know,
home.
it was really sad.
Yeah.
But it is quite sad that if you're an athlete that didn't win a medal, right, you'd be in economy, they've put the stairs at the back of the plane. So they would have gotten on and gone, can everyone please stay in their seats so we can walk the medalists down the aisle past you so they can get off first. Thank you very much. Welcome home to Sydney. Enjoy your stay.
It's awesome, though. They've all got their families there.
There you are, cramped in an economy with deep vein thrombosis, and there's like the medal winners walking past you, and all you want to do is stand, but no stand up for you.
Oh, God, I found it very emotional this morning. Let me take you to the UK, Jace. Another day, another royal family saga. But stick with this, because this is one that everyone can relate to.
Has Fergie sucked?
No,
now?
it's not the toe sucker.
Okay.
I give you one other guess. Who might be causing drama?
Harry.
Not again, Harry. Well, Harry's pushed it so far with the royal family, apparently, that the king is no longer taking his calls, no longer accepting his letters. I just don't think Harry's writing letters, though. These are what the royal insiders are saying. I can't imagine Harry sitting down with his Parker pen, dear father. But he is apparently trying to call his dad, the King Charles, to check in on his health and several other things, and he gets the unavailable right now message.
Side note, have you seen the pen that our executive producer, The Thumb, carries around?
Yeah, he's a pen guy.
He carries a gold pen.
Like a Parker? Is it a Parker?
Like something you get from...
Or a Mont Blanc?
What is it? Something you get from Mr. Minute?
It is a Parker. It is called the executive pen.
Did you get that when you became the executive producer?
Yeah, I did.
Did you really?
Buy it, or was it a gift?
I bought it.
You went to Mr. Minute and bought yourself...
No, you don't get them from Mr. Minute. Parker pens.
Where do you get them from?
The Parker
the
pen shop.
Surely there's not a shop at Westfield who's surviving by selling pens.
Might have been Collins Street or something. Where'd you get it?
Online.
Oh, I knew you were going to.
Yeah, online. Yeah, that takes a buzz.
You didn't go to Collins Street? They would have looked at you and said, "You're not an executive."
I rolled in my hoodie and my Crocs, and he looked at me like an idiot.
I wonder if there's a brand of pen called the Retrenchment. Too soon? Sorry.
No, but people who carry special pens are generally very wealthy or executives, not executive producers of breakfast radio shows.
So King Charles won't take Harry's call. Is there?
No.
Do you know who I'm avoiding a call from?
You avoid most of my calls.
Excuse me.
You've got better, though.
Yeah.
You've got a little better.
I'm avoiding calls from someone at the moment.
Who?
In fact, they've started texting me
Someone
as well.
in the family? Linked? Tax office.
Read the text. No, don't read out.
Hello.
No, don't read out. Don't read out.
Oh, yeah. Australian tax office. Gee, that one looks fun.
Oh, that one hurt. Yeah.
Yeah, the tax office. Well, I think that's the thing.
You owe us money.
I don't answer.
That's a lot of money.
I don't answer any calls from numbers I don't know or for private numbers.
Can I reply to that saying new phone, who dis?
Yeah.
Does that go
Jason
down
Hawkins has left the conversation. Yeah, no, I don't reply to any of them.
You only answer my calls and you answer the same way every time.
What's happened? That's how I answer his calls, because you only call if it's an emergency. Although the other day you called me and I said, what's happened? You said, you know what's happened? I'm living. There is no one in my house right now. Can you hear that? Silence. I'm in a crack a beer and I'm going to go and get in the pool on my own.
Anyway, it's 9:30. Have a good day, Loz.
That was all you called for. I was like, well, I'm glad I took this call, Jace.
13 24 10. Who are you avoiding a call from? Is there someone you have been dodging from the past? Is it an ex? Have you ghosted someone?
Yes. What about when the dentist keeps calling saying you're due for your annual clean? I don't answer those.
You know what I'm sick of getting? Those, you're booked in at this appointment. Please reply yes to confirm.
No, I confirmed when I booked the appointment.
No, exactly. I booked the appointment. Why are we now doing the text exchange?
Yeah, no, and you're not my friend. Don't text me. I just want to get my moles checked.
Yeah, and if I text yes, is that bad? Do I have to text the Y?
I think it's just a Y. It doesn't have to be formal.
13 24 10. Are you avoiding a call from someone? You can remain anonymous because obviously you don't want to point it out.
Yeah, but it could be your mum or your dad, or maybe you owe someone money. I reckon people who owe people money, you just avoid.
Or you know you're about to get fired and you avoid calls from the boss.
You know what I've done when I've
we didn't answer a call at all last October.
No, I didn't. I'm not even joking. Once they called me and then I knew they were going to call back and I put my phone on airplane mode and pretended my phone had run out of battery. In fact, I answered and then I hung up and put it on airplane mode and I was like, text them 3 hours later.
Hey, it's management. Have you got a second?
Oh, my phone's running on low.
It is crazy scenes in Sydney this morning. The Aussie athletes have just touched down at the old Qantas hangar back from Paddy.
Oh, my goodness. I've been crying my eyes out.
I know, when the
watching
Qantas
Today
choir
Show
started,
this morning.
that was it. You're
I
off.
know, and they came down the stairs of the plane with all their families cheering them on, which is so cool because, like we were saying before, they didn't get to do that stuff in Tokyo.
Yeah.
We heard before from Arissa, who's a little 14-year-old skateboarder that won a gold medal, and this is the cutest thing. She's come down the stairs. I wonder if she had to have an unaccompanied minor sticker on.
Oh, yeah, because she's underage.
14.
You got to sign them into the flight.
Yeah. So she's flown home with the team. She's got her gold medal on, and listen to what she's doing in the next 48 hours.
What's the first thing you can do now that you've got your feet back on home soil? What's planned?
Well, I'm going to be here for a bit, like for today, and then go back to Gold Coast and then just like go to school tomorrow and just like have fun and skate.
Give her the week off, Mum.
She's had 2 weeks off in Paris. Back to school, love.
Oh, you
How
are
cute.
harsh.
She's a Tim Davies there. How sweet.
Front of the tuck shop line for her. It's just gone.
Well, she's got a pretty good show and tell.
13 24 10 to join us on the air. We have had winners back to
Haven't
back.
we? Tara from Keylog
for $5,000.
Which pop star's real name is Jayton Dimsdale?
Teddy Swims.
Oh, she's done it! Let's do it again today as we head to Caroline Springs. Lozzie?
Chloe, good morning. We got you there, Chloe?
Hello, Chloe.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah,
There
we got
she
ya.
is. Hey, Chloe, you work in a warehouse. You barrack for the Swans. Gee, they're doing well this year, aren't they?
They are. Fingers crossed we make it.
And it also says here on our screen, a boyfriend. Does that mean you have a boyfriend or you're looking for one?
I have a boyfriend.
Have a boyfriend.
Oh, okay, great. Well, there
You're
goes
gonna
my next
split the
question. What are
cash
you
if you
looking
win?
for? That's all right. Yep. Yeah, you're going to split the cash with him?
Oh, no.
That a girl.
Oh, God, you really are in a relationship.
Yeah, she's 21. Yeah, no sharing at that
Where
age.
did you guys meet?
We actually dated when we were 16 and then just rekindled last year.
Cute. High school romance.
You know what? That's good as well because you know when like you ever met couples who are like, oh yeah, we're married. You know, we were high school sweethearts, and I'm like, so you've never test driven another car?
I reckon most of them have.
Yeah.
Secretly.
Yeah, gotcha.
All right, Chloe, let's see if we can win you some cash. Do you want a $50 question, a $500 question, or a $5,000 question today?
Let's go 500.
500.
Done.
Where are you right now?
Yeah, where are you?
Pardon?
Where are you? You in the car? You at work? You at home?
I just pulled up at work.
Okay.
All right, let's do it.
$500.
Here comes your question. You get 3 seconds to answer. $500 up for grabs. Your question, Chloe, is...
What is the chemical symbol for mercury?
3, 2, 1.
It's Hg. The periodic table. Did you learn that one at school? Hydrogen,
Yeah, I wasn't
helium,
very good in
lithium,
science.
beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen.
What are you just showing off now?
Okay,
yep,
I don't know where mercury comes in.
Chloe, sorry. Yep.
All good.
Sorry, Chloe.
Oh, look, you can't go away empty-handed. How about I give you a double pass to... Are you into the Storm, or would you rather... No, you're not. You're a Swans fan. I'll give you a Kogan voucher. $200 Kogan voucher. There you go. Coming your way.
Amazing. Thank you.
No
Good
worries.
on you, Chloe.
Kogan.com helps you get what you want for less. Kogan.com. Now, that is clicking awesome. Coming up next, shall we cross to the Qantas hangar, Loz?
Yeah, let's.
Are you going to cry?
I've been crying all morning. I'm very emotional today.
Yeah, we're going to get into the reason why coming up in the next 10
I've got
as well.
some stuff going on, but I've also been watching the Olympians come off the plane down the stairs with their families and the Qantas choir, and it's absolutely sent me.
Well, we are going to cross to the Qantas hangar in Sydney and catch up with our gold medalists next here on Nova. It's been a hard morning for our little Lozzie here.
Yeah, I had a tough night last night.
There's been a few tears shed, and we're going to dive into what went down coming up in the next few minutes. I know it's been a hard one, but you're doing well, mate.
Thank you. I'm keeping it together.
all
But
right.
what else has absolutely sent me this morning is I've been glued to the television watching the Australian choir, whatever they're called, the girls'
Qantas
Qantas choir, singing this song as our gold medalists and our extraordinary athletes who, medals or not, they've done us so proud. Oh, I'm crying again. They've been getting off the plane to all of their families, and it's been a very emotional morning for me. I'm a hot mess, but I'm going to pull it together because I'm very excited because we have one of those gold medalists on the line.
We are indeed.
only 14 years old, and what a legend she is. She won a gold medal in skateboarding in Paris. Her name is Arissa Trew, and she joins us now. Good morning.
Hi.
Hello.
Oh, my gosh. Hello. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh, my goodness. You've just landed on this huge Qantas plane. Where did you get to sit on the plane? Because you're a gold medalist. You're 14 years old. Were you right up the front?
I mean, I could have been sitting in business with like all the medalists, but instead I chose to sit in economy with like my two best friends, Chloe and Ruby.
You're the cutest thing ever.
My
As
God.
if we could love you anymore. So, Arissa, does that mean you got to give someone your gold medal business class seat?
I'm pretty sure somebody else got it because me and my friends were walking around the plane and we went up there and it was all full. So I definitely think somebody like else was sitting there. But
Hey,
Arissa, you are such a sweetie. Congratulations. Is it true you're going to be going back to school in like a day's time?
yeah, I'm gonna go back. I just love going to school because it's the skate park where I go to school. So I get to see all my friends that skate, like that I skate with every day and train with, my coaches, the teachers. Like, it's just the best thing in the world.
Oh, my gosh. And how was the flight? Was there a good atmosphere on the plane?
Yeah, so on the first flight, which was like 17 or 16 hours, me and my friends, we like slept the entire thing. It was so good. So like it didn't really matter if I was in business or economy because I slept the whole way anyways. And then from WA to here, me and my friends were just listening to music and like hanging out and talking.
Were some of the older athletes, the ones who are over 18, did they drink a lot of champagne on the plane?
I don't know. I don't really think so, but I'm not sure.
Not sure.
Did Ray Gunn try and do a breakdance down the aisle or anything? Was there a performance at 14,000 feet?
I don't think so.
Right.
Hey, Arissa, you're such an Aussie legend. Are you so excited to be home and show off your gold medal to all your family and friends back here?
Yeah, I really am.
And for any of the kids out there that when they grow up, they might want to become skateboarders and maybe win a gold medal, what advice would you have for them?
For any of them, I just hope that they like start skating even now. It doesn't matter what age you are, just like to give it a go and have fun. And just like find a good group of people to do it with and just push yourself and never give up. Give up is the best thing.
You are the cutest thing ever. Arissa Trew, congratulations. You're an Aussie legend
and
forever
welcome
now.
home. Every week, we don't give away a double. We give away a row of tickets to the footy. This weekend, it's the Pies taking on the Lions at the G Saturday
afternoon.
Yeah, nice little Saturday afternoon game.
Gee, the Pies have a lot on the line. Are you going to go? Are you going to watch? Because you drew your toys out of the cot last weekend.
Oh, yeah, I absolutely blasted Mason on Monday because we had it in the bag and for some reason the Pies players decided to take the boots off for the last 10 minutes.
Sounds like the coach is not happy with the Pies, and I reckon he would have put a bit of a rocket up them.
We needed to. It was a weak performance. They had it in the bag and they threw it. And this is a grand final team from last year.
I know.
And I know
they gave you a premiership last year. You can't be too mad.
No, I know, but how do you go from being a
Well, there's obviously some things going on.
Do you think
I don't know what things, but things.
I go down there and have a yarn.
Well, there's plenty of people who still want to go and watch the Mighty Magpies take on the Brisbane Lions this weekend at the MCG on Saturday afternoon, including Angie from Thornhill Park. Good morning, Angie.
Good morning, guys. How are you going?
We are good.
Are you a one-team family or have you got a split family?
Look, I grew up an Essendon supporter, and then my husband is a Collingwood supporter, and now my girls are Collingwood supporters, so I had to do the switcheroo.
Well
for
done.
the family.
All right, so
now we're all Collingwood supporters.
All right, here's the go. We're going to hook you up with a row so you guys can head to the footy this Saturday at the G.
Thank you so much.
What's going on down there, Angie? Do they need a bit of a rocket up them?
Oh, look, part of me is just like, you know what, maybe just give it all you've got for the last 2 games and let's regroup for next year.
Yeah.
But there's still hope. There's
Finish
still
on
a
a high.
chance. So we're praying.
There's a faint chance, I believe.
Well, you know what, though? It happens. So you got to hang on to that
I
hope.
know. And you know what? If we won against the Lions this weekend, it'd be a statement. It really would be. And
All right.
And the way this year's going, who knows who's going to make the grand final?
I know. Well, Angie's off to the game this weekend. A whole row of tickets we're giving away every week on the show.
Let's say hello to our next guest.
Our next guest is returning as the host of Thank God You're Here. She's a comedian, an actor, a writer, and apparently a fun mom.
It's just the mums going, we're fun mums. I'm a fun mum. No kid is like, my mum's a fun mum. Kids are like, she's a lot.
Please welcome to the show, Celia Piccola.
Fun mum, because I think it's short for functioning alcoholic mum. That's me.
Oh, is that what
Well,
fun
I'm a
mum
fun dad
stands
then.
for? He's a fun
No,
dad.
it
I'm a
doesn't.
fun dad.
No. Responsibly, very responsible.
How old
but,
are your
you know,
kids?
My only one.
Oh, your
For a second there, I had to go, oh no, have I got two?
Oh, yeah, sometimes he forgets
I lost
two.
one. She is very nearly two. Very nearly two. And she is
Cute.
adorable.
Okay, I've got my stepbrother and sister-in-law and their 18-month-old who have moved in with me temporarily.
Okay.
Because had a small
Full
house
house.
fire.
Oh,
Big
right.
house fire.
Oh, geez.
So they've moved in, and I don't know how to live
Celia,
with
I got a
18-month-old. Nearly two.
I got a
She's sort of somewhere between 18 months
That's
and
cute.
two.
That's a good age. That's a good. That they're
Yeah.
walking around. They sort of know not to bump into too much stuff.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. And they say some words and a lot of gibberish that only the parents can understand.
I'm going to show Celia
Yeah.
the photo you sent me. This
My
was
one's favourite is starting to talk. Oh yeah.
This was a half an hour before the child is moving into Lauren's non-child house.
Oh,
and she
no.
goes, do I need to move anything in that pantry?
Oh.
Yeah, the steak knives are on the bottom shelves.
Yes, the steak knives. There's a small cactus in there. There's some explosives, some fireworks.
That's my
and
house
some
for you.
drugs, I think. I think you should probably move all of that. It's weird, isn't it, when you go, oh, no, my life is not baby-proof at all.
Yeah.
Everything's so pointy. You're going to have to
Tell
move.
Celia what she gave the child as a present.
Oh, no.
Well, it wasn't
A
a
vape?
present. It wanted a toy and I didn't have one, but I had a cocktail shaker that had the shaky
Cocktail
thing
shaker.
in it.
I do have to refer to the fact that you referred to the child as an it just then as well. Did you notice?
Did I?
Yeah. I gave
His
it a
name's
cocktail
Ned and he's
shaker.
very cute. But yeah, he
Well,
speaks
Ned.
this language that only his parents can understand.
Yes.
Does your daughter do that?
Yes, she's getting more clear with words now. But my favourite one at the moment is she really likes peanuts. But obviously she pronounces it penis, and it is always funny. There's
Do you know-
nothing
you know
funny.
something
That's
else?
like Archie.
Yeah, Archie at the moment is trying to say truck.
Oh no!
And what do I get him to say when Lauren's on the phone? Tell Auntie Lauren to truck off.
Yeah.
It's just good, clean fun, you know.
It is.
That makes you a fun mum.
I know, I'm a fun mum. But the funniest thing was we got a video of me going down a big slide because the kid's supposed to go on the slide. But I'm like, nah, give mum a turn. And I landed on my ass and she went, again. And I'm like, okay.
Thanks, Dal.
Good comedy timing there.
Now you're throwing shade, sis.
Yeah.
I don't do the slides because I have that fear that I'll be like the Homer Simpson
Stuck?
episode where he has to get cut out of the water slide.
Yeah.
I just...
You're going to
yeah.
get stuck. No.
And I'll be honest, the little playgrounds at Westfield are terrible if you're a parent that has to go in and get the kid out.
When they
Like
get stuck up the top and they don't want to come
they're
down.
not made for us going in.
No.
It's just horrible.
Kids are hectic.
Hey, thank God he's back. I love this show.
Can you believe it?
You
It's so nice to talk to you about it.
nailed
Season
it as a
6.
host.
Did you like it last time? I
I
thought you were
loved
going to.
it.
I thought you were going to give me a hard time because I do remember last time I was on the show.
Yeah, he thought you were
He
asking
thought-
him on.
Yeah, I said you should come down and you watch the show.
It
and
was the
you
pause.
you went.
It was the pause. You
You-
went, you should come
You
down.
should come
Come
down.
on. I think
Come
you
on.
said come on.
No, I don't
And
think
paused
so.
and then
I think
said-
she said, you should come down. And you went, yeah.
Pause. Because the studio audience is awesome.
I
You're
know.
loving
I
it there.
didn't realise you wanted to go through the door yourself.
It's
but
fine,
I'm
it's
not
fine.
responsible
Can
for who goes
you-
through the door. But we're so excited. Basically, it's like 28.5% better than it was last time. Just
Great.
because last time we had the pressure of like bringing a beloved
Yeah.
show back.
Yeah.
I didn't know if anyone was going to be into me as a host. We
Oh,
didn't know
you're
if it was
so
going to
good.
work. And it was so much fun. So this season, it's just more of the same. It's exactly more of the same, but completely
It's so
different
true.
every
The
time.
pressure's off.
Yeah, so we're just having fun. I don't feel like
What-
I'm auditioning. It's just throwing mates and comedy legends through the door into completely different new scenarios. And let me tell you, they have pulled out all the stops with special guests, animals,
going through the
props.
door?
I can't tell you for the whole season, but tonight I can tell you. How's this for episode 1? Right?
Yeah, you got to start with a
Hamish
cracker.
Blake. Ever heard of him?
Oh,
Yep.
he'll be
And
brilliant.
I tell you what, he did quite well. I think he's got a career in television.
You never
I think
know.
I think he should stick at it. We've also got Anne Edmonds, who we couldn't
Yes.
get last season, so her first time,
Brilliant.
and she is live wire. She'll say you don't never know what she's going to
Yes.
say. Frankie McNair, who was incredible at it last season, beat Hamish Blake in
That's
their
right, I
episode
remember
last
that,
season,
yeah.
and Sam Pang.
Oh, pain.
Is Pangy doing
Pangy's
it?
doing it tonight. I know. I can't believe it. He's a very close dear friend of mine. I thought never in a million years
No.
he'd agree to it. So someone's clearly got some dirt on him.
Yeah.
He was in yesterday promoting
this
the
is it.
Logies, and it was
Yeah.
amazing because the reps outside, right? And I'm
Yeah.
like, hey Sam, who's up for gold?
It was a bit like an episode of Thank God
He
You're
had
Here.
no idea.
None.
No idea.
He had to think make it up on the spot.
And we're like,
no, that does
you're
not bode well.
hosting.
You're the host, mate.
Yeah.
He's got 3
No.
days to work it out.
He'll be right.
He'll have an auto cue. It'll be great. Well, I've told him it's a terrible idea. He crushed it last time. He was so good. I'm like, what are you doing it again for? The only way
Yeah.
is down, mate.
Oh, so he has
Yes.
done it before.
He
Yeah.
hosted it last. Oh no, thank God
No,
you're here.
no. I'm talking. Thank God you're here. He's never done that.
Never. Can you imagine?
Oh.
Because we all know Sam Pang is so good at being Sampang.
Yeah.
Yes.
But our
Ruthless.
show is not about being who you are. Our show is about you turn up, we throw you in a ridiculous costume, we make you a different person, and we push you through a door into an entirely immersive new world.
Yes.
Could be anywhere in time and
You're a
space.
dental
and
nurse.
you've got to make it up. Yeah. And if the host of the Logies doesn't know who's
He's cooked.
nominated, who knows what's going to happen? So that's
You know what?
episode 1. That's
I
tonight.
can't wait to watch it.
This is a great show for me to watch with the kids too.
Yeah.
Which there's not many shows
Well,
like
this
this
is the thing.
anymore.
It's on at 7:30, so it is a family-friendly time slot. I'll be honest, sometimes there will be some jokes that maybe stretch the limits of
Mate,
what
have you
is
seen The
family
Simpsons
friendly.
lately? I turned The Simpsons off.
Oh, really?
Because Krusty lost his crack.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. He's like, has anybody seen my crack? And I'm like, okay, we're going to turn this off.
Are they still making new episodes of The Simpsons,
Yeah,
or are these?
These are the naughty ones.
Remember when there was that rogue like it went a bit? They all looked a bit funny for a
Yeah.
couple of seasons, and then they came back to looking
There
normal
would have been
again.
some sort of strike on during that time.
Oh,
the
I
voices
see.
changed.
Everything was a bit not
Yeah.
quite. It was like the LD version of The Simpsons.
The
for
LD
2
version of The
seasons.
Simpsons. Well,
just a bit.
I'll have to go back and check it out. But no, so it is It is 7:30, and it's big and bright and colourful and great fun for the
It's,
kids.
I tell you what, it's huge production cost too.
It's massive. It's like a stage show. It's like a circus.
Yeah,
It's like a circus.
I've been in the studio audience. I can
Have you?
clarify. I
Did
can
you
back-
actually go?
No.
Mate, if I see Sampang walking through the door and then they cut to the crowd and there's you clapping along, that'll just about
Like a
do me.
seal. Hey, before we let you go, can I just say thank you? You sent us some lovely messages at the end of last
I'm so
year.
thrilled for you.
When we hit
so
the iceberg.
nice to see you here and doing so well because I love coming on your show and I was
Thank you, mate.
outraged and I'm very happy for you.
It's been a big
Oh.
blessing in disguise us turning up at
It's nice
Nova,
to
so
be
thank
back.
you very much.
Pleasure. And
Please
I'm
come back
sorry
again.
I'm sorry again for suggesting you could be in the audience. What I meant
Totally
to say
fine.
was we
I
don't
loved
want you in
it.
the audience either.
Well, I have noticed those tickets still haven't arrived
Yeah.
for the audience.
Thank you.
See you, Leo Piccola, joining us on the air. Good to see you, mate. Thanks for coming in.
Win $20,000. A brand new Suzuki Swift Hybrid.
And a star.
Hey, what's up? This is Troy Sivan. See me live. Your chance to win only with Nova.
13 24 10 to get on the standby list. Brand new car, 20K in your back pocket. Or
How
maybe
good.
wear a money belt when you jump a
Yeah.
plane and go to New York to see Troy Sivan.
How amazing would that be? Jenny from Reallyyy, who would you take to New York City?
Hi, yeah, it's Danny, but I would take my son, Brack.
Oh, my goodness, a mum and son trip.
How old's your son?
He's 10. He's
Oh.
10. He's been pestering me to call all week.
Oh, that is cool.
Congrats, you've made it on the standby list.
Well done.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
No worries. Car for mum, 20K to split, and then a trip for mum and son to New York City. Imagine
How-
Liz,
what an experience.
Liz, your mum on that trip.
My mum and I went to New York once.
And she was not put on the no-fly list?
It was a wild old time.
You know what I imagine? That scene in Bridesmaids.
We went to New York for New Year's Eve, and it was a bit like the scene
Yes.
from Bridesmaids. Yeah.
I can imagine Liz sitting there with those little mini bottles.
Whatever, a stove, you know, Steve. She calls him stove.
Hey, that is it.
Thank you for being a friend.
We are about to get out of here. Anytime you want to get in touch with the show, you can always ring 13 24 10 anytime. Otherwise, you can get in touch with us on our socials. And earlier on the show, it's been a hard one for our little Aussie because it was a tough night last night. Your dog Marla is not well.
Yes, I had a rough night. We had my dog, I was saying this morning, had a couple of big seizures overnight. It was very scary. Not a lot of fun, and anyone who's gone through anything like that with a pet, it's pretty traumatic.
And dogs are part of the family.
Yeah,
They
my
really
dogs
are.
are very. I love my pooches,
And,
so it's been a tough night.
You were chatting about it earlier. We got such a cute message sent into our socials. Take a listen to this.
Hi, Auntie Lauren. It's Sophie and Easton. We know that you're feeling sad because your dog's very, very sick. We're thinking of you. We love you.
How cute's that? I will point
So
out,
sweet.
they're not your nieces either.
No.
They just call you Auntie Lauren.
Oh, cute.
Because the first
Thank you.
I saw you look like if I met them at Christmas. No, no.
No, we've got lots of lovely phone calls and messages and DMs this morning, so I really appreciate it. It's brightened my day a little.
Good. All right, let's get you out of here so you can go down to the vet and check in on Marla. And like I said, phone's on, Dale. You need
Thank
anything?
you. I appreciate it. Sorry
love
for
you,
getting
Lozzie.
so upset today. It's
Don't be
been a
silly, mate. You're
tough
tired.
night and
You've
a
been-
tough day for me.
It's okay. You know what I mean? Everyone's dogs are part of the family, and I know your partner's away. You've got some family staying with you at the moment. But, yeah. Team's here if you need anything. You give us a yell, all right?
Appreciate you guys.
All right.
Thank you so much.
We love you. We'll see you tomorrow.
Have a good day.
Gonna be a good day. Jason Lauren.
Wake up feeling good.
On Nova 100.
Jason Lauren.
Follow them on socials.